Today, I have a bone-chilling tale to share with you all. I recently moved into a new house, unaware of its dark history. Little did I know, I was about to experience a terrifying encounter like never before. It all started on a gloomy evening when I stepped foot into my new haunted house. The creaking floorboards and the eerie silence were the first signs that something wasn't right. As I unpacked my belongings, a feeling of unease began to engulf the air. I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was being watched. Things took a turn for the worse as unexplainable phenomena started to occur. Objects moved on their own, doors slammed shut, and chilling whispers echoed through the halls. Every night, I would hear phantom footsteps and see shadowy figures lurking in the corner of my eye. It was like living in my very own nightmare. My heart raced as I tried to rationalize these occurrences. Was it all just in my imagination? Or was there really something sinister haunting this house? Unable to escape the eerie presence, I decided to document my experiences and share them with all of you. As I delved deeper into the history of the house, I uncovered a dark secret. The previous owners had mysteriously disappeared without a trace. Rumors spread that the house was cursed, trapping anyone who dared to live within its walls. Ghostly apparitions, tragic deaths, and unfinished business haunted this place, and now it had its sights set on me. My research led me to old newspaper clippings and local legends, all confirming the nightmarish tales associated with this house. The more I discovered, the more I realized that I had unwittingly become a part of this terrifying cycle. The spirits within the house were desperate to communicate, but their intentions remained unknown. Determined to uncover the truth, I reached out to a team of paranormal investigators. Armed with their equipment and expertise, they joined me on a bone-chilling exploration of this haunted house. Together, we would confront the supernatural entities that resided within these walls. With cameras rolling and meters detecting any paranormal activity, we ventured into the darkest corners of the house. The investigators' reactions mirrored my own as we encountered levitating objects, cold spots, and even captured spine-chilling EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, that sent shivers down our spines. The evidence was mounting, leaving no room for doubt. In a final attempt to communicate with the spirits, I decided to perform a séance. Surrounded by candles and with trembling hands, I called out to the entities, hoping to gain some insight into their motives. But what we unleashed was beyond anything we could have ever imagined. As the séance progressed, the once subtle paranormal activity escalated to a crescendo of terror. The atmosphere grew heavy, and an otherworldly presence made itself known. Fear gripped our hearts as the spirits seized control, revealing their true, malevolent intentions. We were no longer safe in this house. When I first stumbled upon this house, it seemed like a dream come true. It had everything I wanted and more, but it quickly turned into a nightmare. The first night, I heard strange noises that I couldn't explain, and I thought it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. But as the days went by, things started becoming more and more terrifying. I would feel someone breathing down my neck even though no one was there. Doors and windows in the house would open and close on their own. And the worst part was seeing objects move or disappear in front of my eyes. One time, I even woke up with bruises on my body that I couldn't explain. I knew something was wrong, and I had to get out of there. But every time I tried to leave, I would feel like someone was holding me back and not letting me go. I eventually found out that the house was built on a cursed land, and the previous owners had experienced the same paranormal activities. It was an absolutely horrifying revelation, and I couldn't wait to leave. This experience taught me to always trust my instincts and never overlook any signs that something might not be right. It's important to do your research and investigate the history of a place before making any decisions. Today, I have an absolutely hair-raising story to share with you. The unbelievable encounter I had in my very own haunted house. Picture this, a dark and stormy night. The wind howling through the trees, leaves rustling ominously, and the rain pouring down in torrents. I had just moved into this centuries-old house and little did I know what was waiting for me within its walls. The moment I stepped foot inside, it became apparent that I was not alone. Strange noises, unexplained shadows, and objects moving on their own were just the tip of the iceberg. As the days rolled by, my encounters with the supernatural became more intense and terrifying. I would often wake up in the dead of night to find figures standing at the foot of my bed, their eyes piercing into my soul. Cold spots were a constant presence, sending shivers down my spine. Footsteps echoed through the empty halls when I was the only one home, and doors would slam shut without any reasonable explanation. Driven by a mix of fear and curiosity, I decided to delve deeper into the mysteries of my haunted house. Armed with an Ouija board and a digital recorder, I embarked on a ghostly expedition to communicate with the spirits that resided within. Each session became more intense, as the spirits revealed their stories and dark secrets. They seemed desperate to communicate and make their presence known. To provide undeniable proof of the supernatural activity in my haunted house, I set up cameras, EMF detectors, and voice recorders in strategic locations. The recorded evidence was nothing short of chilling. Eerie whispers, disembodied voices, and unexplained apparitions filled the footage. Spirits seemed to interact with the environment, causing objects to move and lights to flicker. The evidence was undeniable and left me in awe of the spirit world. After months of living in fear and uncertainty, I knew it was time to confront the spirits and find a way to bring peace to my haunted house. Through research and the guidance of paranormal experts, I performed rituals and cleansings to release the trapped souls from their torment. It was a harrowing experience, but ultimately, it led to a newfound sense of tranquility in my once haunted abode.